It has been emotional. It has been exciting, the last discussions. And I think that we achieved what we needed. We needed a frank, open, direct discussion on all problems which are a concern, a worry, a fear, not only to the people in our family, but to the European citizens in general. Because today, the predominant feeling in Europe is the feeling of fear and insecurity about the future. The individual insecurity of every citizen and the collective insecurity about the communities, the states, and our European project in general. This is why yesterday I tried to challenge our leaders, the Council, our Prime Ministers, and the member parties. Are we ready to show the commitment and the action which people are expecting from us? Because we, Social Democrats and Socialists in Europe, are the only ones who can really provide working solutions for the true problems. Be it economic development, social protection, management of the refugee and migration crisis, or promotion of peace, stability and security in Europe and around Europe. This is a big challenge, a big test for our family. But what I'm glad to hear from the discussion yesterday and today is that we understand our responsibility. We understand the severity of the crisis which Europe is facing. And we are ready to fight on the basis of our values. As I shared with you, we need not only to talk, but to walk the way to change Europe. And if we really say that the economic narrative of Europe has to be changed, let's start a political fight on flexibility introduced in the Stability and Growth Pact. So there could be real potential for investments, for infrastructure, for social protections, for every government in Europe. Because otherwise, in the form it has been imposed by the EPP 5 or 6 years ago, it's suffocating Europe and growth. But growth, as we understand, is not enough. We need sustainable growth. By the way, we have a Secretary General of the United Nations belonging to our family, which is a great achievement. We have Werner Faymann, who is a special envoy on the youth employment, which is also a very important achievement for our family. But let's really work hard. And this is now the ball in the field of our prime ministers, of our S&D group, really to fight for an economic change in Europe, because from there everything starts. Because we need growth, we need investment in order also to provide social protection. And coming to the social aspects, this is our core value. This is our identity. This is our battleground. Don't be tempted by the populistic appeals and nationalists. We cannot compete with them on populism or nationalism, because our movement is internationalist. Our movement is for cooperation and understanding amongst people. But we can and we shall challenge the right wing and the extreme right and the xenophobic right on social aspects. This is where we can rebuild confidence and trust in our political family, because we have proven that we can deliver there. And next year, for our family, should be the year of real fight of protecting and reconstructing social Europe, through demanding really binding texts about the social pillar in the European Union. And this will be my appeal to our prime ministers in the Council, to our group in the European Parliament, to really work and achieve that. Because only social Europe can recreate hope in the European Union. We are living in societies. We are not living in markets. We are human beings. And this is why I'm so glad that you voted the primacy, the highest level of the social rights above the market and financial interests. This is the will of our political family, and we expect all our representatives in all levels to follow this political will. And when we speak about democracy, which is challenged by regimes like Orban, Kaczynski, many other attempts we see practically every day across the European Union, then we have to show the example from ourselves. As you know, our activists now will have the possibility to be much more actively involved in the policy consultation process through the new internet platform where we shall ask about their opinion. I think this is a very strong inspiration for these thousands and thousands of activists in our family in all the member countries. And I'm glad that at this council we had almost 300 activists, PES activists, member party activists, Yes and Rainbow Rose activists, who are really not only the field soldiers, but also the people who from now on will be able to impact more the policy-making process. And next year we're having crucial elections in France, in Germany, in the Netherlands, in the Czech Republic, in Bulgaria. I want to tell all of you, PES will be standing behind every party which is in campaign, because every victory is our common victory, and we shall do everything what is needed to back every political party from our family to win elections, because we can do it. We can do it. I disagree when some people are saying, we are not strong enough to oppose the EPP, we don't have enough numbers in the European Parliament. Look, in 2011 when I was elected president of the PES, we had only 3 prime ministers. We have 8 now. We need to fight for more because we need strength. But even with the current situation, we can change Europe because we are big enough in the Parliament and in the Council to do it. But only what we need is our political will. And then we shall become much more visible. Then we shall become much more trustable if we really stand and fight for what we say.